Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to plan your compositions before designing. I know, no one would have told you this. No matter what type of designs you see, most of them share a few common elements. A visual hook, heading, subheading, description, logo, and footer. Remember this trick. 50% will go for the visual hook, 20% will go for the heading, another 20% will go for the subheading, description, and for the logo. Finally, 10% will go for the footer. Once you understand this technique and learn how to plan your layout beforehand, your designs will instantly look cleaner, more professional, and visually balanced. First, I'll show you how to structure and plan the layout, and then we'll start designing using the plan as our reference. You can also find both project files linked below in the description, so feel free to download them for your reference. Alright, enough talking, let's dive in and get started. As you can see, this is the layout which we're gonna plan first. What do I have here on the right is I've added all the titles which we're gonna make the partitions. Here we have the percentage, how much we're gonna allocate for the layout, just for the reference. Firstly, before giving the partitions, we're gonna create a margin around the layout. So first, I'm gonna choose the rectangle and we're gonna create a margin. So we're gonna choose this and center align it by using the alignment, and then we're gonna choose that margin you can see here, and I'm going to lock it. Alright, now let's start giving the partition. Firstly, we're gonna focus on the visual hook. Again, I'm gonna choose the rectangle and let's create a huge rectangle which takes over approximately 50%, not exactly 50, and let's choose that, and we're gonna change the fill color so that we have a little difference over there. Let's keep something like this, and we're gonna choose that, and we're also gonna increase the stroke a bit. Maybe let's keep it 2 points. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this text and we're going to place it on the partition which we created and to the center. So first heading, I'm gonna create it over here. That's the main heading, and then let's choose the picker tool, and I'm going to duplicate it by holding Alt and click and drag and place it over here. And I think we're going out of space here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce the visual hook. So I think this size would be perfect for the heading, and I'm going to duplicate it and place it over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the heading and we're going to place it on the shape, and then we're gonna duplicate this and place it over here. This will be the secondary heading, and we're gonna use this top portion to give 20% for the subheading, description, and logo. So we're gonna keep the subheading in the center, and we're going to keep the description on the left and the logo on the right. Finally, we're gonna create the footer. Obviously, it's gonna go down, and let's use the picker tool again, and we have created the footer. So sometimes I think we can add more details while planning. Sometimes what I do is I direct selection tool and click on the corners and move it so that it'll have a little slanting, and then later I can play around and adjust it. Why I do this is because it gives a lot more details in planning, so that later when I'm designing, I know that something I want to add very slanting kind of a background or something over here. I think it's not necessary for you to do it for all the designs. So this is just a one option. You can always play around with the placements. Maybe you can more on the logo, subheading below, or maybe take the heading to the top, or maybe add the visual hook completely at the bottom. So you can play around and explore with your own style. No need to follow the exact layout. Alright, once you have the planned layout reference, the next step is to start bringing the design to life. The brief for the project is create a bold Japanese style ramen poster. This design should include a main ramen image as a focal point, bold heading typography, small supporting text, a logo and offer section, footer and date details. Once we gather all the elements, let's dive in and start designing. Alright, now keeping this as a reference on the right, we're gonna design the actual design on the left. One more trick what you can do is make sure the artboard is well aligned with the right side reference. We can choose the pen tool and we can create a line as a guide, something like this. We can duplicate it and place it the starting point of the shapes, and then you can choose all the lines and you can group it together and lock it so that we'll have a basic guide not to cross the borders. this and also follow the reference which we created. First, I also picked up colors which I'm gonna use it in this design. Let's choose a background and we're gonna use a picker tool to change the color. Firstly, we're gonna add the main visual element, which is this PNG bowl which I got from online. So we're gonna place it on the exactly where we have marked as a visual hook. So let's crop the image so we remove the extra spacing around it. So we're gonna place it the center. We're gonna reduce the size a bit. As you can see, I've made a small diagonal over here just to create a background, something similar to this. So I'm gonna choose a pen tool again and I'm going to create a diagonal shape, something like this, and I'm gonna choose this color to red. Let's increase it a bit, send it behind the bowl. Alright, so I'm gonna change the bowl image. So I got a better image. I just found this one good looking image. I will add it in the open file so you can find it over there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add a small shadow behind the bowl. For that, I'm gonna choose the ellipse tool and create a small circle. We're gonna choose the gradient option over here and choose the radial gradient. The one color on the one side, we're gonna choose that and we're gonna reduce the opacity to 0. So we'll get a shape like this. We're gonna choose that and we're going to go to effect, blur, Gaussian blur. We're going to adjust it and you can notice here until it gets like a shadow, you can play around with the toggle switch. I think this looks fine. I'm gonna click OK and we're gonna send it to back so that it looks like there is a shadow falling from the bowl. I think that looks perfect. I think now it's time to add the heading. So I found a small Japanese text which says Ramen. I've copied it from the Google. So I'm gonna choose the text and I'm going to paste it over here, and let's change this to white. You'll have a default font, so you don't need to download any fonts. So I can just select the font over here, whichever looks good. You can place it over there. For now, I'm gonna use this font, tilt it slightly and place it over here. And then I'm gonna choose that and go to Object, Expand and click OK so that it will turn it into a shape. Now we can select the individual letters and we can move closer. All these as a single element, and then we're going to choose this and we're going to increase it and paste it over here. And then I'm going to choose the title and we're going to use a picker tool. I've already created a gradient shape over here, which is one side white and one side is completely transparent. I'm going to use a picker tool to pick it, and then I'm going to choose the gradient option and I'm going to click and drag so that it's a little transparent below. I think this looks fine, so I'm going to send it to back. It's time to add the second heading. I found a second heading copy over here. I'm going to paste it. This font is called Crostan Bold. You can find it online. So one, I've kept it bigger and the other text I've reduced it so that it fits well over here. Place it a little diagonal, something like this, and I'm gonna send this behind the bowl. So we're gonna send it more behind so that the shadow will overlap that and it looks very realistic. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add something behind the background here to give some more depth and more contrast over there. So this one is Chinese. So I've created a small text over here. I've copied from the Google. So what I've done is I've selected it and did the same thing what I did for this Japanese text. I've selected it and did expand, and then I've chosen that and I made a gradient. Chosen that and I've selected a color which I created earlier, a gradient. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it over here and send it behind the bowl, a little more contrast, and it doesn't look plain over there. Next thing, we're gonna create all this spacing for description, subheading and logo. We're gonna use a pen tool to create a partition. So we're gonna choose this. Instead of keeping a straight line, we can choose here and go to uniform and create something like this. Alright, for description, I found a few text. I took it from ChatGPT. One, I made like a heading and below there is a subheading. So finally, we're gonna place the logo over here, and finally you can see the design is taking a complete shape. We're gonna add a small more details like footer. Again, what I've done is I've taken this copy from the ChatGPT. It mentions the dates of the offer, maybe the discount. We're gonna place it below so that it goes as a footer. Finally, we're gonna add a price tag over here. I found a brush stroke from FreePic. The file is something like this. We're gonna copy this and we're going to paste it over here, and let's choose this color to yellow and and then we are going to place a text which says the discount price. Alright, then the design is done. As a designers, we have to give more details to make the design look more appealing to the audience. For that, what I've done is you will find a smoke file. If you search in freepik smoke png, you will get a file something like this. So what I've done is I've copied this one and bought over here and paste it on the top so that the image visually says that the food is hot and steamy. Let's increase it and paste it something around here. If we feel it's too much, we can just always select and reduce opacity. I think this looks perfect. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to download the files added in the description, and if you find this kind of content informative, you can show your support by subscribing and giving a like. Alright then, I'll see you in another one.